What's up, guys? So by the title you could probably already tell what this video is going to be about, and you may be asking yourself, well, why do I need to learn this? Why do I need to learn how to do that when another YouTuber has already taught me how to do it? Well, I'm going to be teaching the more advanced stuff that they haven't taught you. So they've taught you how to side dash and how to front dash and how to combo and stuff like that, but I'm going to be teaching you the more advanced stuff, and you'll have to find out later in the video. Let's hop into it. Okay, just in case you guys haven't learned anything from another YouTube video or you haven't even seen another YouTube video, I'm going to teach you guys the key components of front dashing and side dashing. So when you go to front dash, you don't really want to front dash like this, because then what could they do? They could block it. And when you block it, if they block it right there and they time it perfectly correct, they can punish you by punching you back after they block it. That is something that you do not want to happen if you want to beat somebody. Instead, we're going to try and get a little closer to the opponent and front dash behind them, like that. Kind of have a little J to your front dash. So when you do that, you reach behind them and reach behind their block. Most of the time this works. This works for me because I have good ping, but if you don't have good ping, then that is going to be punishable. But the next thing will be able to counter bad ping and good ping. So now that you've learned front dash, you might be asking, how do I utilize my side dash? So a side dash, you need to be closer to your opponent. But remember that they can, if they know how to side dash too, they can side dash into you as well. So you have to be quick with it. So when you side dash, you're not going to want to turn like that and then do it. Because then what they could do is just take their block and move like that so they hit you. So when you side dash, you want to do this. You want to have a curve to it. Kind of like the front dash, except for it's shorter span of time. And you can see that both of these do work against a blocking dummy, which has 0 ping. Alright, so now that I've taught you the more basic stuff about the strongest battlegrounds, we're going to get into the more advanced side of things. So the first thing you're going to want to do is learn how to control moves with side dashes. So that might have been a little confusing, but let me elaborate what I mean. So when you side dash and you can't close the distance from an opponent who just spam blocks, you can just do this instead. You can take a side dash plus an unblockable move, and what do you get? You hit them. Think about the potential for a combo start. Alright, so let's say you do want to use that method of side dashing, then using an block breaking move, but you don't know what block breaks and what doesn't. Let me name off every single block breaking move there is in this game. Normal punch, shove, and uppercut for the strongest hero. Flowing water and hunter's grasp for hero hunter. Blitz shot for destructive cyborg. Explosive shuriken for deadly ninja. Home run, grand slam, and foul ball for brutal demon. Atmos cleave and pinpoint cut for blade master. Explosive push for wild psychic. Alright, so now that we know what block breaks and what doesn't, now you can combine those with side dashes. So here's the only downside to this. You can't front dash and do this. It's almost unlikely that an opponent who is better than you is gonna not be able to attack you or M1 you after they block your front dash before you have time to put in an unblockable move. So the next thing we're going to want to learn is how to parry bait and ragdoll bait. I said about baiting your ragdoll cancel or your evasive, because if an opponent uses their ragdoll, then they can't get out of your combo. But let's say if they do have their ragdoll, then they can get out of your combo. But there is such thing as an unescapable combo, which I would need to perform on something that has 0 ping, because it's something that is very ping based. So I'll show you right now. So for the first combo we have here is one of the strongest hero's best unescapable combos. So let me show you really quick. As you can see, it does over half your HP, which is pretty effective for an unescapable combo. So here's the only other unescapable combo I know, and it's with Hero Hunter. It does medium damage, around half your health, so it's a pretty good unescapable combo, but it is pretty advanced, so just keep that in mind. Now, parry baiting is kind of where it gets a little difficult. So when you use a move on an opponent, and then you want to down slam into them, you just don't down slam. Usually, most of the time, if your opponent is weaker or slightly better than you, they're gonna try and parry it. And if you notice that they parry a lot, they will probably fall for this. So definitely do this if someone parries a lot, like a lot. Then it is a 99% hit rate. Trust me. Okay, so for the last thing I'm going to be able to teach you without you having to learn it for yourself is movement. Movement is one of the most important keys to winning in this game. It is by far the best thing you can learn to do in the strongest battlegrounds if you want to win. If you confuse your opponent with confusing movement, then they're not going to know where you attack from. And then you can bait a parry or anything like that. Or you can just start a combo by using a confusing movement, like that. However, the thing you shouldn't do is do this for confusing movement. Spin your camera around like that, because then you're just limited to 1, 2, 4 tiles. And then, if your opponent just sees you doing that, they can just dash in between here and just hit you. Because you're going to be too focused on that. And that's all I can really teach you about the strongest battlegrounds, about how to get better. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want more videos like this, you can always subscribe or leave a like. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.